zachitika kuti zachitika nthawi zanji kodi nanga amene wapanga ndani musakhale nawo gulu lovutika ndi mphekesera ayi tapangani subscribe ku Malawi Daily Headlines lero kuti zochitika mdziko mwanu momwe zisamakuphonyeni.
Because I see all of I have been looking around, and as a leader, should we allow phones in this house? Because I see almost each and everyone on their smartphone, browsing WhatsApp, browsing Facebook, browsing what? Is this in order? No. As a leader of this house, I would want to appeal to your office, and I want to move a motion that effective today, in this house, no more smartphones should be allowed.
Kulandirani kwina kulikonse kumene muli pano pa Malawi Daily Headlines, ndipo mtawi ino takutengerani ku Parliament komwe Minister of Information olemekezeka anamalomba kumeneko anadandaula maka pa nkhani ya mafoni kunena kuti aphungu athu kumeneko akungokhalira kuseweretsa mafoni malo momvetsera komanso kupereka mfundo zomwe zikhoza kupititsa patsogolo dziko lathu. Takhani pomwepo kuti tithe kuona kunena kuti kodi zomwe zinayambitsa nkhani yonse kumeneko zinali zotani. Takhani pomwepo.
Honorable Minister, before you there's a point of order. Point of order from the people of Blantyre, Sochi, Zingwangwa constituency.
Apologies, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. It's not a point of order. I was joining the queue for a supplementary question, so take note. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner Kalua. Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. Simply to register that I am happy to answer all the three supplementary questions, notwithstanding that the original question had to do with the teacher training college at Chikwawa. But the opportunity for asking questions are rare, so if you allow me, I will respond to all the three questions. Regarding Kirazurunguludi, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me assure the honorable member that it is extremely desirable that when we complete a secondary school, there must be at least one house, preferably the headmaster's house, for purposes of security, because without any member of staff being resident on the premises, the schools can be vandalized. So I would like to assure the honorable member that his request is legitimate and that we will work with him to ensure that the two community-based secondary schools have, at the very minimum, one teacher's house and preferably occupied by the headmaster. Similarly, a modern secondary school is incomplete without a library. And I would also like to assure the honorable member that the request for library at these two secondary schools is a legitimate one and it would be considered as we are considering the headmaster's houses. Baraka Ulongwe, I would like to assure the honorable member, like I said with regard to the previous question from Chirazulu Nguludi, need for a library is non-negotiable, and I would like to assure the honorable member that a library will be provided. He also mentioned about laboratory equipment, a computer, and the technological equipment at the school. I also wish to assure the honorable member that the lab at his school is incomplete without the equipment. So I think it is very surprising that a laboratory was built without the equipment. It will be provided, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. Let the honorable member be assured of our support. With regard to the status of the primary schools in his constituency, I would like to request the honorable member to work with my ministry to have a program of rehabilitation. 80% is large, but I'm sure that if we started now, by the end of the next 5 years, all of these primary schools will be rehabilitated. And therefore, I would like to assure the honorable member of my minister's full cooperation and support in the task. Lilongwe Kumachenga, I would like to just indicate, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, that the year that the honorable member mentioned could be probably the wrong year, but yes, I do remember visiting his constituency in my previous life as a Minister of Education. Again, like I assured his two previous colleagues who asked supplementary questions, I would like to assure the honorable member that at the very minimum, a teacher's house will be constructed at Pereni Community Day Secondary School. I thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. We now go to question 183. The honorable member for Lilongwe Site Zenza constituency. Lilongwe Site Zenza. Honorable member, request a microphone. Honorable member, you have the floor.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, for acknowledging the people of Lilongwe City Zenza on the question that's appearing on today's order paper, question number 183, which is coming from the people of Lilongwe City Zenza, Sabtie Matanda, as well as Sabtie Zakaria, who together are forming the Zenza constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Honourable Minister of Education, Science and Technology.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the honorable member for Lilongwe City Zenza for his very pertinent question, in which he is asking the government to consider rehabilitating the deteriorating infrastructure at Zenza Secondary School, which accommodates over 300 boarding students and serves learners from several constituencies. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me thank the Honourable Member of Parliament for Lilongwe City Zenza for his question. Zenza Secondary School is under the Central West Education Division and was established in 1983, and it has a current enrollment of 523 students. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, the school's infrastructure requires some regular rehabilitation. Although some improvement works have already been carried out, a number of critical areas still require attention. For instance, the roof of the assembly hall is sunken in as a result of a weak wall, which is leaning dangerously outward. The boys' hostels have sustained significant damage from repeated fire incidents over the years, necessitating extensive rehabilitation works. In addition, the sewage system is in a state of disrepair and requires serious rehabilitation. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, allow me at this juncture to highlight some of the maintenance works already undertaken at this school. These include the rehabilitation of the hostels damaged by fire, repainting of the hostels using free secondary education grant, and fencing part of the school perimeter fence to enhance security and prevent trespassing. I commend the school management for these efforts and encourage them to continue prioritizing infrastructure rehabilitation and development using the free secondary education grant and other ORT resources. Let me encourage the honorable member that looking at the location of this school, it is imperative that the fence be completed, because the way it is, it means that traders, business people, people going to the market are using the school as passage, and it's not safe for the children, especially boarders at night. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to assure the honorable member, although I don't think it is in his question, that we supplied 70 mattresses to the school in the just ended financial year, because this was a hot issue after we supplied mattresses to Nsanja Secondary School. The honorable member was on my neck, but we supplied 70 mattresses. And if there's any continuing need, we will support this school. It is a city school, and it must look as such. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, while my ministry is trying to source funds for full rehabilitation of the school infrastructure and supply of more mattresses, may I urge the honorable member to lobby with the Lilongwe District Council to consider including the same in the CDF budget. But I have been to this school recently, I think it was last month. I think that there's a lot of attention required at this school, and I work hand in hand with the honorable honorable member, to ensure that his school is given due attention. I thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. I'll recognize the honorable member from Kota Liwalazi for a supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Traditional Authority Kanyenda to ask a supplementary question. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, through you, I would like to ask the able Minister of Education to consider allocating teachers at Matiki, Ukasi, and Nyamvu primary schools, asking the able Minister of Education to consider opening a day secondary school to these primary schools, as our project of constructing a secondary school is in our pipeline, and as we are also furthering our discussion with the Ilovo Sugar Company under the social corporate responsibility. Not only that, through you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I would like to ask the able Minister of Education the stand of Chipando Secondary School, which was in the pipeline of one of the secondary schools to be constructed back then in 2019, as I was going through the documents from some of my predecessors. I submit, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable member, let me guide you. Let me guide you as such. You see, your question has names of schools. I don't think it satisfies a supplementary question, because the Honourable Minister would have to be responding with information. And if the Honourable Minister would know the location of Funtata Primary School in my constituency by his head, that would be so. I was actually looking for a better word, not miraculous, but I was looking for something else. That would be so magic. I hope you have submitted a substantial question on the same. If not, can I advise you to do so? Let's move to the honorable member for Mangochi Lutende. Mangochi Lutende, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Mangochi Lutende to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Education. First, Deputy Speaker, I would like to follow up through the Minister of Education. Lutende, by the press called Lungwena CDSS, there have been a project that started last year, and it started with a bang. Through the time, everything was going well, and all of a sudden we have just experienced the slow development to this site. So I really don't know what is happening with the contractor. It's my wish to ask the Minister of Education just to assist us so that the project continues to roll out. At the moment, it's going at a pace of a tortoise move. I thank you, Deputy Secretary.
Thank you. Honourable member for Salima Central West. Salima Central West, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, and greetings from people of Salima Central West. Honourable First Deputy Speaker, I have got two policy questions to the Honourable Minister of Education, Science and Technology. First Deputy Speaker, in 2004, government through the Minister of Education and in the Department of Teacher Education Development initiated a program that was providing resources for the construction of teachers' development centers. That was undertaken for over a long period. Surprisingly, in my constituency, we are no longer seeing this initiative, much as yes, now we're talking of resources that will be available under CDF. But I want to know from the Minister if that has been completely dropped or it's still there and will be supplemented or complemented by CDF, because that initiative helped quite a lot of teachers coming together under TDC infrastructure. Secondly, within the same Department of Teacher Education Development, they were providing motorbikes for newly appointed pairs, or even those that were already in the system, to ease their mobility and reach out to other schools. What's the policy direction for that initiative? Because I can't see even in my constituency any pair receiving any motorbike, even if he or she is appointed. What's the future with our pairs to be helped in terms of mobility in this country, and including my constituency? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before you, Honourable Minister, we have a point of order from the people of Rumpi West. Rumpi West, what has gone out of order?
Standing Order 96. First Deputy Speaker, I did submit my question to the Honourable Minister.
Honourable Member, let's start again, please. Standing order number what?
96. That gives me an opportunity for you to allow me to give a point of order on the proceedings.
Remember, we can hardly hear you. Now we are on 96.
Yes.
All of us in the House are on 96. Please raise your point of order now.
Is it in order that my question that I directly submitted to the Minister using Standing Order 62 concerning the demolition of Mwazisi Secondary School and Kampenda CDSS before elections in 2025 by the previous government. A contractor was sent, but he was not funded. It is in ruins, but it is not appearing on the order papers. What should I do?
Honourable Member, you've quoted a standing order that does not tally with that whatever you're asking. Last time, Honourable Member, next time you override on the speaker like that, Honourable Member, I rule you today out of order for trying to abuse our own privileges. Minister, responding to the questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the Honourable Member for Nkota for her supplementary question. And also to thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, for the guidance provided. Nonetheless, let me provide the following response, that we will ask the Honourable Member to write a note to me being specific about the 3 primary schools, Matiti, Ukasi, and Inkata. That's what I got, but be specific. You can write it and send it to me right now. When we find that when we look at the distribution of teachers across the country, that these schools, having regard to the pupils that are there, are understaffed, we will support you with additional teachers. So let me get the information correctly. The second part was that these 3 primary schools require their own community-day secondary school, so that these schools, 3 schools, should be feeder schools for the planned secondary school. Once again, I would like to assure the Honourable Member that the matter will be investigated, and when need is established, a secondary school will be built, funds permitting. Let me emphasize what we already know, that the policy of government is to ensure that no child walks for more than 5 kilometers to access secondary education. And finally, with regard to Chipando Secondary School that was being built, I think, by USAID, I think that the matter should be investigated first, and a response will be given in the fullness of time. But this obviously is a new question that requires me to investigate and provide a response. Mangochi Lutende, thank you, Honourable Member, for bringing to my attention the stalled progress of Lungwena Community Day Secondary School, and expressing your wish that the completion be speeded up. I would like to assure the Honourable Member that we share that view as well. I will investigate why the construction has slowed down, and if it is a question of contract management, we'll deal with it, but certainly Lungwena deserves a community day secondary school. Salima Central West, Honourable Member, TDCs, teacher development centers, are critical in the education sector. Teachers need to go to these centers to be reoriented whenever new issues come, even when we have a revision of the curriculum, etc., etc. So in all parts of this country, we have teacher development centers, and if there's none near you, that is an anomaly, and this will be addressed. But yes, teacher development centers are critical. And on the motorbikes, yes, the pairs, primary education advisors, need to be able to travel from school to school to check what is going on, to advise and supervise. If you saw in the media in the last few months, I did distribute over 100 motorbikes intended for primary education advisors. And I don't know why your payer did not receive one, but they went to all the districts in the country. But because I have your constituency here, I'll find out what happened and how many motorcycles we gave you. Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honour Minister. I see a point of order from the Honour Member from Zimba West. Zimba West, what has gone out of order?
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Zimba West an opportunity to raise a point of order. First Deputy Speaker, I was wondering whether it is in order to remind the Minister of Education of his commitment to provide this House and indeed the nation with a statement on handing over of the projects that were under, or rather were supported by the USAID funding previously. These schools that are appearing on our constituency development plans, but the district councils are otherwise refusing to incorporate them because they have not been handed over. So I thought with your indulgence, you could remind him that since 14th, when he made this commitment, today indeed we are clocking a week and we are looking forward. I thank you, First Deputy Speaker.
Honour Chairperson for Trade Committee, I know I was here seated when that commitment was made. That's why I'm not ruling you out of order. And at an opportune time, I will ask the Honour Minister to stand to that commitment. Honour Members, the other issue also, if Honour Ministers of this House have made commitments to the House and would like to follow them up, we can write the same through the Secretariat or Government Assurances Committee of this House. We can write directly to the Government Assurances Committee of this House, reminding them or informing the Government Assurance Committee of the commitments that government has made, and they need to be followed up, like the one that has been raised. But that one is going to be attended to by the Honourable Minister. Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, for inviting me to address the issue raised by the Honourable Member from Zimba West, a very pertinent point, and I would like to confirm that I did make that commitment. The subject matter is tripartite, involving the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Finance, and the Ministry of Local Government. I am aware that the three ministries have met and they will be issuing an appropriate circular to address those secondary schools. So I think the first thing will happen is that a circular will emanate from the three ministries. And once that is done, members of the House will be given copies. But that matter is certainly being addressed. Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Leader, for your guidance. Deputy Leader.
Thank you very much, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, sir. At this juncture, maybe before I say something, Honourable Deputy Speaker, is it in order that I see most of the members browsing their phones? Is it in order? Because I see all of, I've been looking around, and as leader, should we allow phones in this house? Eh? Because I see almost each and everyone on their smartphone, browsing WhatsApp, browsing Facebook, browsing what? Is this in order? No, 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 no. As a leader of this house, I would want to appeal to your office. And I want to move a motion that effective today, in this house, no more smartphones should be allowed. No more smartphones should be allowed. And we have to be serious in this house. We must be serious in this house. And I want to appeal to you, once you see anyone browsing their phones, use the standing order 105, chase them away. You must chase them away. Having said that, First Deputy Speaker, sir, at this juncture, let us tackle questions for oral replies from the Minister to the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development. How?
Deputy Leader, we will need you to move an extension of question time, because question time goes up to 10:45, and then that's the health break.
Yes.
So please extend that we tackle questions after the health break. Sure.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Let me move a motion that we extend question time for oral replies after the health break. I beg to move, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir.
Honourable members, we have a motion on the floor. Motion to extend question time after the health break. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried. We will now go as advised by the Honourable Minister, but before that I see a point of order, actually 2 points of orders, one from the people of Blantyre City, Blantyre City, Mapanga, Mzedi, Bangwe, not Club Banana. Club Banana is for my boss, so I think I'll stop there. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Second Deputy Speaker. Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, for recognizing the people of Mpingwi, Mapanga, Z constituency. Is it in order, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, for the honorable member of Salima Central West to dress in his party colors in this house? Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honourable Member. We love these later moments. The presiding officer was looking at the color that Zomba Malosa is putting on this morning. And the presiding officer is enjoying the colors in the house. And to confirm that these colors belong to a political party, it's actually, our women look so beautiful, and men are trying so hard to look so handsome in trying to change the colors of our suits. That's why men are wearing like that. So the honorable member is properly dressed for the assembly, and he can stay in the house, because He actually looks so good in a green suit. I think we need to start one day try. Honour member, try a blue suit. A blue suit also looks so good. Thank you very much. I see a point of order from Lilongwe City Lumbazi constituency. Lilongwe City Lumbas, you have the floor on a point of order.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker, for allowing the people of Lilongwe City Lumbazi constituency to raise a point of order. Outrightly, First Deputy Speaker, sir, in avoidance of being rude, out of order, I will just indicate that was it in order for the Honorable Minister of Education to complete answering questions without looking at Lumbazi City, Lilongwe City Lumbazi constituency, which has no single secondary school, and yet it is a fully fledged.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lilongwe City Lumbas, for taking us closer to the healthy break. We love the people around Maguero area for the obvious stuff to your right when you drive to the airport. So around Maguero, if you go back, please greet us, the people around Maguero area. Honourable members, before I suspend for healthy break, I have a communication to make. The people of the beautiful city of Zomba City South constituency have blessed the House this morning and the office of the Speaker by bringing us 24 village headmen from all the way from the old capital city to the capital city of Lilongwe and indeed to Parliament. May I request the chiefs and leaders from Zomba City South constituency to please rise so your Parliament can appreciate you. Tipempe magogo onse amene mwachoka ku Zomba City muyimirire kuti tikulandireni ku nyumba ya malamulo. Takulandirani ku nyumba ya malamulo, mukhale omasuka. Mafumu athu tikuthokozeni chifukwa chobwera ku nyumba ya malamulo. Mulungu wakumwamba akusogolereni pamene mukubwerera ku muzi ku Zomba. Thank you very much for coming. I've always encouraged the honorable members. The honorable member for Zomba City South, please rise and wave at your leaders and the chiefs, please. Thank you very much. Zomba City North is also in the house. Zomba Malosa is in the house. And Zomba Tondwe is in the house. Zomba Chikomo is in the house. And the Honorable Minister of Defense, who is the Honorable Member for Zomba Changalume, is also in the house. So Zomba is a full house today. Thank you very much. Can I request all our members from Zomba to rise? Zomba, can we all rise? Zomba, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you very much. Honour members, don't sit. There's an announcement I'm making for those members from Zomba. Please don't sit. Please rise from Zomba. And those mafumu atu mwawaona apungu amene ayimirirawa ndi amene tasankha kuti akusamaleni lero ku Lilongwe kunoko zikomo kwambiri. Honour members, it is 10:47. Tipemphe kuti mukhale pansi azigoko.
Zimene zonso zinali zomwe tinakubweretserani mnthawi ino. Koma ngati mwangotipeza kumene, tapangani subscribe komanso like kuti update ina iliyonse isamakuphonyeni nthawi yake. Zachitika kuti? Zachitika nthawi zanji? Kodi nanga amene wapanga ndani? Musakhale nawo gulu lovutika ndi mphekesera ayi. tapangani subscribe ku Malawi Daily Headlines lero kuti zochitika mdziko mwanu momwe zisamakuponyeni.